guys, it's Cauliflower, and today is my monthly favorites video. The month of January is now gone and we are now into February. So today I'm going to be talking about my products that I used over the month that I loved and some that I didn't like so much. And there's going to be some repeat performers and some new stuff. So just get ready for all of the wonderment that is a favorites video. All right, let's get started with skincare. I'm going to probably do a separate video on this particular line because I love them so much and I do get PR from them, but I have been so I'm tripping over my words. I have been loving this particular cleanser over the last month, and it is from DermaE. It is their purifying gel cleanser with activated charcoal. And when I tell you activated charcoal, it is definitely activated charcoal. When I first tried this cleanser, I did not like the smell because there was a faint smell of charcoal and I wasn't a fan of it, but it actually over a course of time it dissipated. But using this cleanser, I have yet to ever see, and I get them every now and again hormonally, a breakout. It does not dry my skin out. It cleans off every bit of my makeup. Like, I rarely ever really have to use makeup wipes if I'm going to use this, if I'm not tired and have to wash my face. But I love, love, love this cleanser. It has done nothing but just make my face feel really clean, really purified, and ready for bed or ready for the next installment of my makeup. So this has definitely been a favorite this month. A repeat performer, because I just keep using this stuff and I really love it, is the Red Serum by Skin Labs. I have, and there's schmutz on it, I have just loved this serum. I just love what it does for my skin. It makes my skin firm and smooth, and it makes my skin even in tone. I use a little of this on my face and neck right before I use my moisturizer, which you will see what my favorite was in moisturizers next. And it has lasted, this bottle I have had now for, I want to say, over a year, and I just brought it out and started using it, and I use it every day. I don't know exactly what it means by red serum or the color effect. I know it has hyaluronic acid in it and vitamin C, which is great for my particular skin, but whatever it is working. I love it. It is absolutely lovely. Was I going to say lovely? No, but I'm going to say lovely anyway. All right, and then the last thing is moisturizer, which I don't normally include in a monthly favorites video because I sometimes forget, or I just use nothing but coconut oil, and that's the truth. Most of the time when I'm not moisturizing with a cream, I am just using plain old coconut oil and I'm good to go. But this month I have been using the Renewed Hope in a Jar from Philosophy, and the hype is true. I really do enjoy this. This is a really nice light moisturizer. You can use it day or night. You can use it underneath your makeup. It does not make your face greasy. It doesn't make it break out. It doesn't clog pores. It feels natural. It smells nice and clean. And I have noticed that my skin's face feels just my skin's face. My skin has felt nice and soft and firm, and in conjunction with the red serum, it has been basically my regime for the month of January. Okay, let's get out of the skin and into the hair products, which I have brought back two of my tried and true favorites that I've been using. That is the L'Oreal line, the Ever line. This is the Evercream sulfate free line in the gold packaging. The Intense Nourishing Intense Nourishing Shampoo and Intense Nourishing Conditioner. I love this stuff. I have forgotten how much I really do love the L'Oreal hairline. I mean, it's tried and true. This stuff makes my hair just so smooth. I mean, I normally wear my hair straight all the time, and it's been going through some processes and phases. I told you guys my hair was thinning out for a little while because of stress or what have you, but it seems to be getting back to its normal. Thank God for biotin, and thank God for really great products like my Argan Oil shampoo, which I also use. But I brought these back out again because they're just so good for my hair. They make my hair soft and shiny and manageable and sleek and everything I want them. Everything I want my shampoo and conditioner to do. All right, moving on to a not so typical product that have on my channel, but I just actually did a video about this, and it is from Ellen Bianco. This is hair perfume. I know what you're saying, like, what? Why? Why? But it is. It's a hair perfume. It's more of a luxury item than anything else. The cost of this is about $54 for 1.8 ounce. But when you really think about it, when you buy a really good perfume, you spend around that much. You spend between 50, 60, sometimes even more for a really good scent. This is worth it because this is for your hair. Not only does it make your hair smell great, but it also gives it environmental protection. It gives it a shine. It gives it a life. It gives it sheen. It does not, and I have it in my hair today, it does not snag your hair. It doesn't make your hair feel like it has any product in it or hairspray or anything of that sort. Now for me, it smells more like Love's Baby Soft, but it does have different hints of vanilla and jasmine, and there's undertones of other floral notes. I myself just smell straight up Love's Baby Soft, but it's been a favorite. I have been using this, and I don't really gravitate to products like this, but this is definitely something that I have been gravitating, and I really, really love it. It is all natural, by the way. There's no alcohol in it, which is another really great product point on this. So definitely a favorite this month. All right, sorry guys, I gotta wipe my nose. I've got a cold. Let's move into makeup, which I've got some favorites and some not so favorites. Now, I know I love to do this every now and again, which I just hauled this, and I also just did a video on this, but I have to include it in my favorites because honestly, I'm really impressed with it, and that is the system of Wet n Wild's foundation, the Photo Focus foundation, and the Photo Focus concealer. Now, if you can tell, the Photo Focus foundation is a lot lighter than the concealer tone, which when I purchased this, I didn't know it was going to be this light, but today I'm wearing it on one half of my face. I actually did a video comparison, a review with me comparison, where I have, this is LA Girl on one side, and this is the Wet n Wild on the other. It's been on now for a couple of hours, and it still shows up as beautiful and as flawless as it looked when I first applied it. It's very smooth. I enjoy the fact that it has a different applicator. I didn't at first, but it does have like this flat spatula applicator, so you can just apply the product and you can use a brush or a makeup blender, beauty blender, what have you. I have tried it with both things. I prefer a brush, that's just me, but you can use a beauty blender. It just goes on so smoothly, so nicely, and I just love the way it makes my skin look. I love the way the rest of my makeup rests on top of it. So this is definitely a favorite. It made it in just about, you know, the last week or so of January, but hey, what have you. And then the concealer is just as good. It is brightening, but not too brightening. It is not like my Too Faced Born This Way, where you can definitely tell that you're wearing a brightening concealer. This does not show up as such as a brightening, but it does give a more of a nice canvas and flawless, and it does highlight. I'm wearing it over here underneath. I'm wearing it over here on the bridge of my nose, and it gives a nice highlight. It's not a woo. This does have a few different colors, of course, in the shade varieties that you are. If you're light, normal, dark, that type of thing. I kind of fall into the light, normal. I'm not like too light, and I'm not too normal. I'm not like very medium, but I'm not, you know what I mean. But anyway, it does work for me. I really, really, really enjoy. This is in light medium. This is perfect for my skin tone. This is a little light for my skin tone, but it works. I've had, you know, obviously I'm having a good finish with it. I forgot the word I was looking for. A good result with it. So I am very happy with that. The other mention that I want to show you that's in my favorites this month is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Now, I have a little bit of a problem with this thing because as much as I do like it, there is something about this that either oxidizes after a certain amount of time, and I don't like it for that reason. Now, this is in the color Creamy Vanilla. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on my skin. That's what it looks like. And when you blend it in, it has a little bit of a yellow undertone, which is what my skin has. But unfortunately, It makes your face look really flawless when you first put it on, but unfortunately, over my forehead, I started to notice like a little bit of yellowing coming in. It started to patch a little bit. So I don't know if I have to use a primer. Maybe I didn't use a primer with this, but I probably would recommend that if you do try this particular foundation that you use a primer, even though it does have a concealer and a foundation effect, it tends to turn a little bit of a color. At least it did on my skin. I did like the finish of it when I first put it on. It looked really nice. It wore really nice, but like I said, after a little bit of time, probably a couple of hours into it, it started to give it a little bit of patchiness on my forehead and around my cheek area, right in the area where my freckles are, so it kind of showed up there. So I would say I like this product, but at the same time, I'm kind of not too happy with the way it showed. After a couple of hours, it oxidized a little bit. So just heed the warning there. All right, let's get into bronzer, which something I have finally changed over from my, I've been using, what is that, the cargo bronzer that I got in my BoxyCharm about a month or two ago. I still am using it. I love it. But I have a new one that I got this past month in BoxyCharm, and it is the Pure. Now, I have loved Pure's face products before on my channel. I've had the pressed powder that I have hit pan on over a few years ago, and I loved it, and I feel the same way about this Mineral Glow. This is a perfect bronzer for my skin tone. It is not too dark. It is not too light like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I don't like. This is a perfect bronzing, contouring product that I use. It's all natural. It's so creamy. It's so light. It goes right into your skin, and I have loved this month. So definitely a favorite on that end. Let's talk about blush, because blush has been in the form of one and one only, and that is from Makeup Geek. This is the color Soulmate. I have talked about this before on my channel. I'm sorry, it is just my favorite blush. It is my favorite color blush. It is my favorite finishing. It does everything I want a blush to do. It's so gorgeous. That is just perfect for me. That is a perfect blush color. If every blush I ever purchase from every other makeup company looks like this, then I will be happy for the rest of my life. But I think I'm going to be going on the Makeup Geek site and purchasing more. I really do enjoy the formula, the creaminess, the lasting power, and just how pretty it looks on my skin. I'm wearing it today. It is gorgeous. Definitely a favorite this month. Let's talk about highlighters. You guys have seen I just did a recent review with me video, my first ever, where I was reviewing products by a fellow YouTuber named Vegas Vixen, or Rory, and she has a line called Vitamin C Makeup, and I was just blown away by this particular product, which I cannot put too close to the camera because it is kind of powdery and shredding all over the place. This is her highlighter. I think this is in the like white gold or pure gold. It's the white highlighter that is on her website. But this highlighter, my God, guys, just a little bit of it. And again, I dipped this way too much, but just look at this highlighter. It is beautiful. It has like this yellowish gold undertone. I'm wearing it today. You need very little product to get the amount of highlight that you really want to achieve. You want this bling bling? You definitely will get it with Rory's highlighter. It is gorgeous. Unfortunately, like I said, it does get powdery if it's not kept in its pressed state, and I know there are ways that you can put it back in the pressed state. Me, unfortunately, I'm one of those people that is just no nonsense. I use it no matter what, but I love it. It is gorgeous. It looks gorgeous on my skin, on top of my blush, and I have been loving it this month. So thank you, Rory. And to go with that, I also want to mention her quads. Her quads, these 4 colors especially, I've been using so much in the last couple of weeks. I love it. I love the pigmentation. I love how they blend. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. I have been using these on so many different looks. I will link her Etsy shop below. If you've never tried Rory's Cosmetics Vitamin C Makeup, you definitely need to. She definitely needs a lot more accolades than she gets. She does all of this on her own, and she's going to also be making lipsticks, which I would want to color just like this one right here, and that like burnt copper color. It's such a gorgeous fall color, but I think you can wear it pretty much into the spring, early spring, if you choose to. So definitely a favorite this month. All right, and of course, the other palette I want to talk about that is a favorite this month as well is my Kat Von D Metal Mattes. This is just everything you could ever ask for in a palette. It's gorgeous. You've got so many of the matte shades, and you've got so many gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Everything from the darkest of the blue and the black and that slate gray to my favorite over here, which is the velvet color, and then you've got these shimmers and even like some of these like foiled glitter finishes. Oh, just so gorgeous on the eyes. And of course it's Kat Von D. She's always going to be a favorite of mine. Okay, let's talk about some mascaras, which you guys know I'm tried and true when it comes to mascaras. One I actually am shocked that I liked again, but I brought it out to give it another chance. And this was actually in a video of mine where I said this is not one of my favorite mascaras, but it is now. It is the Urban Decay Perversion. What happened, Urban Decay? Did we change the formula on this? Because it is so completely good. I actually really, really do enjoy it. I hated it before. I don't know why. It just didn't do much for my lashes, but I think because I'm working with primers when I use this, I wanted to see if it actually worked with one of my primers that I use that I got, I think, in a review somewhere. And it actually does. It works really, really great with it. It makes them look really plump and really full and just gorgeous. And I'm very happy about this. And then my favorite of the month is the Pro Tardiest. This is got to be hands down one of the most amazing higher end mascaras I have ever tried. It is just perfect. It really is exactly what I want a mascara to do, with those spindly little little prickly things there at the end. It really works into my lashes. It extends them. It makes them full. It makes them look like the lashes I want them to look like when I'm wearing fake lashes. And I can't tell you how much I absolutely adore this mascara. So definitely a favorite this month as well. All right, guys, let's talk about some lip products that have made it into my favorites this month. And once again, it is something that I just recently purchased. I am wearing it on my lips today. I am so in love with this product. I never thought that I would ever fall in love with something like this, but I did. And it is from Morphe, of all things. It is their Morphe lip. I think this is just lip polish in Undressed. Well, can I just tell you how I love the formula, I love the color, I love everything about this particular product, and it is so cheap on their website. It's under $4, and it was just something that I just decided to add to my cart at the last minute because I wanted to put a certain amount in there, and I added this and had no idea how great it was going to end up being. And it blows away so many liquid lipsticks because not only is this a really beautiful creamy formula, that color is amazing. Look at the pigmentation on that. And it has very long wear for something this comfortable, this creamy. It's been staying on my lips, and I have been drinking Kickstart for the last hour that I've been doing videos, and it is transferring on there, but it is still on my lips. And it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I am going back on that Morphe website, and I'm going to be ordering more of these lip polishes. I'm not crazy about the application. That's the only thing I don't like about this. But as far as wear and formula and color, everything I could ever ask for in a liquid lipstick or a lip gloss or what have you, because it is both. I would consider this a liquid lipstick, lip gloss, anything that you want to look this moist or this pretty, definitely pick up the Morphe. I'm shocked that I'm even saying this, but hey, and I'm not being sponsored by Morphe, so it's nothing like that. This is just my own personal experience with it, and I love it. The other lipstick I want to feature in this month's favorite is a old one from e.l.f. I mean, I just pulled this out one day and started wearing it, and I am not a fan of this color per se, but in e.l.f.'s defense, I love their, I think this is just their mineral ones. I'm not sure if this is their new ones. I'm not sure. It's in the black packaging. It's in the color dark brown, and on me, it is gorgeous. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I am not one for browns, but this is that nude brown, that kind of taupey brown, that like 1985, 1989 color that Gerard Cosmetics came out with. But this is actually a good lipstick. This is a creamy lipstick, a lipstick that sits on your lips and actually looks like the color it is and feels wonderful and is so inexpensive. And I've worn it in a couple of videos and got a few compliments on it, and this is actually what it has been. I also want to mention the Ofra Metallics. I don't have it with me right now, but I've worn that in a few videos along with my Kiko Milano. That's another one that I wore in my BoxyCharm video. It's like a dark purplish color. People have been complimenting me, and I've been wearing that as well. But those are just some of the other colors I've been wearing this month. But this is one that I did not think that I would enjoy because it's a dark brown. I don't normally like brown on my lips, but I do love this particular one. All right, so we only have a couple of minutes left, and I want to talk about my not-so-favorites this month, and unfortunately, it's coming in the realm of BH Cosmetics, and it's both of these palettes, and unfortunately, I feel very sad about that because I had such high hopes. I love BH Cosmetics, I love their eyeshadows, but these did not really do it so much for me. They're not terrible, but they're not what I usually expect BH Cosmetics to be. First of all, we have the Gold Rush, which looks like this. Now, the colors in here are absolutely phenomenal. That one right there, this like burnt goldish color, I can't even explain it. And this color right here, like this orange yellow color, it is gorgeous. That transfers gorgeous. It is the other ones I'm not thrilled about, and that's in the form of these right here, like the lighter ones. The inner corner, not really a fan of it. It looks gorgeous on here, but it does not stay on my eyes. I have tried it a few times. I do, however, enjoy the darker colors. They come up beautifully. These bronzers, they're actually pretty decent. This one's actually not that bad. I actually did not try this one. This one is more like a peachy color, and it's okay, but it kind of dissipates really, really quickly. I'm not going to say I hate it. It's just not what I normally expect BH Cosmetics to be. A lot of these colors are really, really gorgeous and pretty, and you can get a great look out of this. Sorry about the interruption, guys. My camera went off because I've been filming so much that my time is limited. Okay, but again, I just want to recap that this is not a terrible palette. It's actually really good in some aspects, and in some aspects it's not. It's all up to your discretion. I will continue to use this because I do love some of the colors in there. Some of them are really nice and pigmented, but some of them just kind of fell short. Now, the other one that was more disappointing, actually, I wanted to say, is this one from BH Cosmetics. This is the B by Buby or Bubby, I don't know, B-U-B-Y Beauty. Really pretty packaging and everything else, but this one actually is more disappointing. This one is a little bit more powdery. I wasn't really too impressed with this one. That is one of the colors called Inspired. One of my favorite colors in here would be Able. This one is, again, like that other one I showed you in the gold palette, but it doesn't transfer as pretty as the other one does. I've used it a couple of times, and it's decent, but it doesn't stay on my eyes very long. The colors, I love the color choices. The color choices are gorgeous. I have yet to try this purple. I really want to do a look with that purple, but I'm so afraid that it's going to dissipate because it looks nice on my skin, but on my eyes, it kind of just fades into nothing. And again, like I said, I have very high expectations of BH Cosmetics because most every palette that I have ever purchased from BH Cosmetics, with a few exceptions here and there, have always been of very high quality, very high standards, very buttery, pigmented, and I've always loved them. Like I said, I have the foils, I have the Carly by Belle, I have some others, I have these special occasions, I have the Party Girl, I have a lot of their palettes where I've loved them, and they give up such great color choices, and you can do so many different looks with them. Again, like I said, the Gold Rush, I think I like a lot better. but this one was really disappointing this month. So I don't really recommend that. If I had to say, I'd say go with the Gold Rush, but there are some in there that I think are kind of not on the real spectrum of what they normally could be for BH Cosmetics. All right, I know that was a lot of talking and everything, but that is it for my monthly favorites and not so favorites. If you guys have any questions or comments about any of the products I mentioned, please give me a comment below. Definitely keep that bell ringing so you guys know when my notifications are there, obviously, when my videos are uploading. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.